Hollywood Jackson here for Studio 863, and today we're going to unbox the iRig Stomp by IK Multimedia, and we're going to show you some of the issues and problems. Alright, so today I'm reviewing the iRig Stomp. Now the iRig comes with the Amplitude 4 software, which we've been using in the studio for about 6 months now. Now the Amplitude is amazing. You have just about every amp in the world. You have cabinets, mics, rooms, stomp boxes, you name it, it's here. Now the cool thing about this platform is it's not just a plug-in for your DAW. It's a powerful modeling software that you can use live or in the studio. Now we purchased bits and pieces of the Amplitude 4 software prior to purchasing the iRig Stomp. And let's just say that I got a bit carried away with my purchases. Now the iRig Stomp is the way to go if you're just getting into digital recording. Not only does it work with your guitar and bass, but it also has a 48-volt phantom powered mic input, and this can become your audio interface. Now you can purchase the Amplitude 4 software package without buying the iRig, but I don't recommend it. Now to get the best bang for your buck, purchase the iRig Stomp, and then you can upgrade the Amplitude 4 software that best suits your playing style. Now, I couldn't resist. I had to buy them all. This is your iRig Stomp, and you have your pedals, pretty heavy duty push buttons. We have our expression pedal here. Here is our knobs, our gain, and our output. So what we have on the back is quite a few features. Alright, so you have your input that is a 1/4 inch and XLR input as well as 48-volt phantom power. FYI, make sure that is off when you are using the guitar input. You have your headphones. You also have your output left and right, and we have the old school MIDI in and out for some applications. And these two are cool. This is your extension 1 and 2. You can actually plug up other pedals and assign. You should go check out the IK Multimedia video on this on the iRig Stomp. It's a pretty cool video. I'll leave the link in the description below. All right, here is your input for your USB to your computer. This is a unique jack. It is a mini DIN jack, and of course it is proprietary. It comes with this one here, and so this is what I'm going to get into now. And of course this works, I think this is what the Thunderbolt, it works with most iPads, Androids, yada yada yada. Well, guess what? It does not work with the new iPad Pro. It does not work. That is a USB-C cable, which leads me to, here is your, I guess this is 2 foot. Here's your 2 foot USB-C cable. $30 proprietary cable. I had to purchase that. Now, the problem for me with this whole setup is this. This is a pedal board. It goes on the floor. I have a big problem with my iPad sitting on the floor like that. For me, that's an issue because I know I'm clumsy. I drink while I'm on stage, I smoke. So having my iPad on the floor is not an option. What I've purchased is a gimbal for my iPad from an unnamed source. It just mounts normally just like any other little gimbal, about like the one I'm using on my handheld. It pops out, you put your little mount on there, and it mounts right to your tripod. Now, the reason that this is significant, I don't want my iPad on the floor for a whole lot of reasons. And so this little gizmo here helps that. I'll show you. Just push down and bada bing. And there you have it. Of course, we got a little reflection in the light there. So what I'm going to do today is we're we're going to go through the first time power up on this puppy. I've never powered this up with my iPad, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. So I wanted to film that and document it and walk you guys through the steps. So what we're going to do first is we'll get our power out. And I recommend labeling your stuff because I have so many odds and ends cables. More than likely this is a proprietary cable as well, but I just do it for my sake. I'm old, I'm forgetful. Okay, so plug this in down here. Okay, so I bought an extra extension cable, USB-C, like I said, because I don't want mine sitting on the ground, and the cord that it comes with is like 2 foot long. So you can't really utilize that because it's just not long enough. So I bought an extension and I'll be hooking that up now. Like I said, I just don't want my iPad on the floor. I'd prefer that it was up on my mic stand for a couple reasons. One, because you can actually push the screen, touch the screen to change your settings if you need to. And two, being it's a lot closer, and on a dark stage, I have bad eyesight anyways, so if it's sitting on the floor, it's not helping me. I don't see it. I did figure out the phantom power. The button is out, the phantom power is off. If the button is in, the phantom power is on. Be sure to have it off when you plug your guitar in. All right, now, like I said, I have not fired this thing up. The weird thing is, when you plug it in with the USB, the power comes on, everything lights up. I've plugged it in with the power supply, and so far nothing has happened. And it may be one of those things where it doesn't power up until you plug the guitar in. Okay, it looks like, okay, so, and it's a pretty cool interface. Very visual, very nice looking. That's pretty awesome. So let me see if I can get those. There you go. We got the studio lighting is it's behind me, so it's putting a glare on everything. So you can probably see the monitors from behind, but I'll try to stand in the way of that. But that is a very nice interface. So let's plug it in. So you're going to need some external cabling. Now this cable I bought from Musician's Friend. It is, I think, 6 foot long, and it's 2 dual 1/4 inch stereo 1/4 inch cable for your outputs. And I go left and right out of the back of this into my mixer or into 2 separate amps, or however you want to do it. It's fine. Okay, and like I said, it may be one of those deals where when you plug the guitar in, it comes right on, but it has not so far. All right, so I've run into a slight little snag with this whole setup here, but I think I've resolved one of my issues. Now, I purchased this fancy little cable that goes on the back of this thing that plugs into the iPad, and I plugged it into the wall with the power cable and nothing happened. Now, I've used this pedal board in the studio with the USB connection to the computer, and everything worked just fine. Matter of fact, I've worked that way on several computers. So it's apparent to me it's actually working right now. Like I said, it's pretty cool. I haven't got to the bottom of what the issue is, but it's almost looking like you don't need either one of these cables for your input. So as soon as I know more, I will let you know. But right now, the way I've got it hooked up is the same way I had it hooked up in the studio, which is through my USB cable going into the back of it here. The actual plug-in, I have not used it, and I plugged it in and it did not work. So, I mean, it didn't even light up. So I'm not sure if something's wrong with the power cable on that or what the story is. All right, and so this is my screen, which is really cool. And I'll get it set up here in a little bit, and I'll show you the pedal board and how it works on the floor and all that jazz. Yeah, this is a total cluster. in the studio today. I'm having a hard time. So really what this is, man, is really cool. If I could figure out how to make this all work together in unison with what I've already been doing in the studio, this would really be a cool setup for sure. But and so I'm pushing it with my hands, but anyways. And so it's a little noisy. I don't know if that's my, I don't know what that is. Is that my wireless interfering with this rig? I don't know if that's the lights interfering. It's kind of strange. And see, that's the only thing is I've got this. Okay, well, it's got to be the guitar humming noise. I mean, tell me how badass of a plug-in is that they even mimic noise that comes from your amps. And so this is cool. I'm playing in the live mode, so this is it's seriously out of tune, but I think this thing's got a tuner on it as well somewhere. But again, I don't know how to work the damn thing, so I'm still working on it. But from what I'm seeing so far, I can send the $29.99 cable back because I don't need that. And this adapter here is not working, so I don't know. I'm really not sure what the adapter's even for now. So I'm going to get some more information on that, and I'll get back with you guys. But so far, so good. This is what we got. It's working now, so I will have to get with the manufacturer and see what the story is. But it's basically looking like you don't need anything other than the USB plug-in to make this thing work properly. But I'm going to try to see if I can't sync this with what I've already been doing in the studio and figure out how to operate this equipment. But here's your first look at Hollywood's iRig Stomp with the new iPad, so you can get a good look at that anyways. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio A63. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and click on that like button, and while you're at it, reach over and hit that subscribe button too. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them down below or just send us an email. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio A63. Thanks for watching.
Studio A63.